Hey, what's going on everyone? Hawks21 here, back with another Splinterlands video. So today I'm here to talk about guilds, and specifically how being in a leveled up guild can help you actually gain collection power. So right here, if you haven't seen any of these cards, and you're not in a guild, that's because these are Gladius cards. And what these are guild specific cards that you unlock through participating in guild brawls, which I will get into later in the video. And you can only use these in guild brawls. So this is how, if you notice, all of these cards have Bloodlust, every single one of them. This is how they sort of introduced the ability at first. Bloodlust was guild brawl specific. You can only use one of these per guild battle. So it's not like you can stack an entire lineup with Bloodlust monsters in guild battles. But this was how they sort of introduced that ability. And there are all of these cards that you can play alongside all of your other cards, specifically for guild brawls. Now, if you click on, let's just go to this one, right? This is one of my favorite ones that I've gotten so far. You can't sell these, right? So there's no estimated value. That's because there's no market for them, right? So if I click on this, you can combine them, which I'll show in a second. I can't send it to anyone, right? It says they're soul bound. They cannot be traded, sold, rented, or delegated. So this card just sits there. I can convert it to DEC, right? So I can convert it to 1,000 DEC, which, you know, some people might do. But for me, they're more useful winning the guild brawls for me. And I want the collection power anyways. But that gets me to the point of they provide collection power for me just by sitting on this account. So I can't do anything with them except in guild brawl battles, which they certainly help me win. But they can help you move into higher leagues if you just by having these sit there, right? Like collection power is one of the hardest things to get. And this is a free way to get collection power. Like I don't have to spend money to buy, I think they're called Gladius cases, which are the packs that these come in. I'll explain how you get them later. But you can combine them, right? I think I have a couple level 2. Right here, like this one I've gotten enough to level it up to level 2. And they have their whole like stats structure just like the normal cards. But so this is a decent amount of power, right? If you look, don't have to calculate it out for you because Peak Monsters does it. If I just go to Gladius, it's my Gladius cards are 3,430 collection power. That's in addition to all of my other cards, right? Like that just helps me. So for a long time I barely have enough power to get into Diamond. For a long time, that was the difference between me being able to, earn rewards. Basically, I just sit in this low level of Diamond so I can get an extra loot chest for my daily reward quests, and also have an increased chance of pack droppings. Plus, it's an extra 10 to move up to Diamond 3 from Gold 1 for the end of season rewards. So a lot of times I get smoked when I come up against people with fully maxed out decks, but I just sit here to, get the extra rewards. I'm not trying to actually like compete or move up the leaderboard or anything. But this was the difference between me being able to, that 3,000 power for the longest time meant an additional chest every day. It meant increased chances of getting chests, getting packs within my daily quests. And then also 10 more loot chests at the end of the season, right? So that 3,000 power, I mean, I've moved up a little bit since from buying some cards, but for a while, right? Like I had 250,000 power, and that was it. So without that 3,000, I wouldn't have been in Diamond, and I would have missed out on the extra rewards that I was getting. And it can be even more meaningful, right? Like a lot of you are trying to grind to get into Silver to get the 15K collection power. If you join a guild, it's a little tricky to join a guild where you don't have a lot of collection power already. Like I totally understand that, and I'll talk about that in a second. But it's additional collection power that can help you move up to higher leagues, which is basically the point of what I'm making. These cards can't be sold, but they have a lot of value to your deck, even outside of guilds, right? It's just free collection power. So if you go to the guilds tab, we'll see what my guild is. I'm in Mountain Gods. We actually have 5 open spots, so you'll need a couple hundred thousand power to join our guild. Not every guild is like this, I promise. We actually have 5 open spots, so if you're looking for a guild and you have a bunch of collection power and you want to be in the same guild as me, come find Mountain God, send in a request, and our senior members will look at it. But yeah, it's you need a decent amount of power. But basically every every like week, basically, there's a brawl. And what happens is you join a specific fray. So I join normally the silver fray, sometimes one of the bronze frays. And you just battle and you get rewards. So for rewards, you get merits, right? Which are, it's again, not tradable. None of this is like something you can buy or anything. You just get rewarded merits. And then your guild also gets these, which you can use to upgrade buildings. We're not going to get into all of that right now. Basically, you get these merits, you take them to the shop, you go to the guild shop. I should have some residual merits, yeah. And then you buy a Gladius case. They're 2,000, so I don't have enough right now, but once this brawl ends, I'll probably have enough to get another one. You come to open. The Gladius case will sit right here, and you open it like you would a normal pack, and inside are the Gladius cards. So how do you join a guild? I'll show you exactly what I did. So if you go back to the main guild tab, all I did was, when I was first starting, I had like 15k collection power. I was in silver. I went to buy request, and I scrolled down. Different ones will have different sort of rules for joining. But, oh, here's Mountain Gods right here, you can see. So I clicked on a bunch of random ones, right? So I go here, this random, again, I know nothing about this guild, no idea who's in it. Currently accepting new players. Will consider players able to reach Silver League or more at this time, right? So if you're playing in Silver and looking for a guild, and they want you to donate 250,000 per season, I'll show you the donations too. You just hit request to join. I would back out. I would do the same thing. These guys up here, you need to be like a champion level player, or they won't even consider you. But if you scroll down to the bottom here, look for one with open slots, and see what they require. Oh, so this is a Yield Guild Games account, so they might not be accepting, but maybe Silver 2 plus. Just request to join as many as you can and see if one accepts you. So now if I go back to my guild tab, basically it takes DEC donations to to upgrade buildings, which give you bonuses. So like, for example, the town hall lets you increase more members into your guild. The lodge, which you do by quests, right? This gives you DEC bonuses for each win. So the higher your lodge is, right? So we got, what are we at right now? I think we're at level 5. We're close to getting it to a level 6, but right now we get a 5% DEC bonus for every single match that we win. So there's extra benefits to being in a guild as well. But again, you need to be in a leveled up guild, so it takes some time. I joined this guild when we were like a level 1 guild, and we've leveled it up over time. So the store. The store is the big one for the Gladius. You basically need to, thought I went to store. You basically need to get your store to a level 2 to be able to buy these Gladius cases and start earning the Gladius cards, and you sort of compounding your collection power. So maybe look for a guild that has a level 2 store if you want to start earning the Gladius cases right away. But yeah, the other way you can join a guild is by going to the Discord. I'm not going to pull up the Splinterlands Discord because I don't want, to put people's messages on blast or anything. But there is a subgroup that is people sort of promoting their guild, looking for guild spots. So if you reach out to some people that are looking for guild spots, you might, have someone send you an invite or something like that. So there are a couple ways to join guilds. I would suggest just trying to join a random guild at first, just so you can get used to it. And then as you build more and more collection power, you'll become, you'll be more interesting player to more different types of guilds, right? So yeah, main point of this video is if you're not in a guild, there are some benefits, right? Like these Gladius cards add collection power that help your account move up to higher leagues. And then also, the DEC bonuses from the store. So I think guilds are an overlooked part of the game. And especially for You know, if you're hitting in silver and you want to move up to silver 2 and you don't have the collection power, this is a way where you can start, you know, another free way, right? Because I get those merits from brawls, then I spend the merits. I'm not spending any money and I'm getting these cards. And all they're doing is adding collection power and then usable in the brawls. So that's it for today. I really appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the content or learned anything new, I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. It would help get this content to more people. And I'm, have really loved the early channel growth. Want to push towards that 1,000. I'll do a big celebration when we get there. We just crossed the 500 mark, so still a ways to go. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you soon.